My name is Christian, and my speech is on the importance of recycling. Um, what if I told you you had the power to save the planet at your fingertips? How powerful would you feel if I told you the world's fate is completely in your hands? This is exactly the case when it comes to recycling. I'm getting a call. My specific purpose is to persuade you guys to adopt sustainable practices by emphasizing the importance of recycling. My primary outcome with this is to have you guys understand the environmental impact of recycling and be motivated to incorporate recycling habits into your daily lives. Taking care of our earth is very important no matter where you're from or what you believe in. Recycling is like joining an organization that is working to preserve the health of the earth. It's not simply just about dumping stuff in a bin, like a lot of people think it is. Each time we recycle, we contribute to a bigger cause to maintain our planet that we all live on. It's a big task that each of us can contribute to with small deeds every day to create a brighter future for us and our planet for generations to come. One of the first things I want to tell you guys is how recycling helps for the reduction of landfill waste. Landfills contribute to soil and water pollution. I stated in a 2023 article from How Stuff Works by Ed Grabianowski, recycling prevents a huge amount of waste from building up in landfills, even up to hold on, it's about to turn off. Even up to 60 million tons of garbage from ending up in landfills every year, which is very beneficial for the environment. As waste decomposes, landfills where we often dispose of our trash can contaminate the land and water with hazardous materials. Also, by creating new landfills, we are consuming valuable land that can be used for other things. Recycling really helps to avoid this issue. Recycling reduces the need for additional landfills. It is also important because the decomposition of waste releases harmful gases into the atmosphere, particularly methane, which is which has a really negative impact on global warming. Recycling stops this by reusing items, which reduces the need for us to keep creating new products that worsen the pollution. Now I want to talk about the conservation of our natural resources. Natural resources are essential to life and human well-being. Unfortunately, these essential resources are at risk by the increasing problem of plastic pollution. Plastic waste ruins ecosystems and destroys biodiversity by contaminating soil, water, and just the overall environment. The effects include reduced water quality and depletion of priceless resources in the manufacturing of plastics. In a 2023 article released by the NIH Environmental Management System, they speak about the various ways that recycling benefits the environment, and one of the biggest things they mention is how recycling does a very good job at reducing the waste of natural resources. They stated that recycling does a really good job at reducing this. They say recycling saves non-renewable resources. Damn. For example, by not recycling paper, 80% more wood will need to be harvested to meet growing paper consumption demands. Additionally, recycling metals is beneficial. Recycling metal helps the environment since it reduces the need to excavate new materials. Recycling these materials is essential to maintaining the health of our planet and conserving essential resources. Now I want to speak about how energy um, saves through material use. Another huge benefit of recycling is that it saves a lot of energy. In a 2022 EIA article, they mentioned that making a product from recycling materials almost always requires less energy than is required to make the new product from new materials. And say that an example of this is if you use recycled aluminum cans to make new aluminum cans, since you'll be using 95% less energy than using the raw material aluminum is made from. You will be end up saving materials. Lower energy consumption helps combat climate change. Reducing energy is also very important to reduce climate change, since it reduces the burning of fossil fuels, which which produces greenhouse gas emissions that warm up the planet. Reduce energy use, particularly from non-renewable sources, can help us lessen our carbon footprint. Implementing energy saving practices such as upgrading insulation and using energy efficient equipment can also contribute to cost savings and sustainability while helping in the struggle against climate change. Now I'm going to talk about how recycling has a positive impact on wildlife. Um, Excessive use of raw materials is a problem we should actively work to prevent because it harms ecosystems and wildlife habitats. Many wildlife species' survival and well being are put in danger by the depletion of natural resources and they're destroying habitats. To protect wildlife, we need to establish sustainable practices like recycling, since it really helps lessen the demand for natural resources. But not only that, pollution also plays a huge role in hurting our wildlife and creating extinctions all around the world. In a 2023 Clean River article on the subject of endangered elements, they mentioned that quote unquote plastic discards remain a serious problem for endangered species, especially in the ocean. Recycling is a simple solution by keeping these hazardous substances away from our wildlife. This helps us see how recycling can benefit many environmental aspects of our planet and can indirectly better the overall health of life as we know it. Now I'm going to talk about educational initiatives. Firstly, I would advise you to start educating yourself and your close ones. It is important to spread a message of what recycling is and what it does for our community. Spread the message I am sharing with you today amongst the people around your community. And you can do this in a variety of ways, but one of the most effective ways is social media. Social media is really helpful at pushing matters like this to the public and our communities. With the help of social media, we're able to make big changes in the way our government addresses some issues. If we as a population choose to push tax to support companies that employ sustainable recycling initiatives, then there can be a significant increase in helping our planet. With this power, we are able to push responsibilities for corporations who don't manage their waste thoughtfully to reduce the harm they are causing on the environment. It's important to educate yourself and others about the importance of recycling if you want to raise awareness of this issue and bring about change. Using social media to spread this message within your community is very effective. Also, by banding together to advocate for incentives for businesses that use sustainable recycling methods, we can influence lawmakers and hold businesses responsible for managing their waste in an environmentally friendly manner. You can also try as a community to increase the number of easily accessible recycling locations. This involves promoting and advocating for the establishment of easily accessible recycling centers in our communities. Encouraging more people to participate in recycling can be accomplished by making sure these facilities